you realize real quick that you get flustered when Yara calls you a good boy. It kind of sucks that a lot of us grew up in
Goodbye then.
we
Be
grew
safe,
up in
friend.
like households where we never were like appreciated for being like normal, pretty much. You're always like talked down to for all the awful things, but you're never actually praised for the good things. That's what causes all these like problems. So it's not really a problem, but it's like the hearing the words of affirmation from people when you haven't really heard them much in your life is really nice to hear. I still haven't had the confidence to redeem a good boy for myself, so I think the reason I haven't been that flustered yet probably is because I had a feeling it would affect me. I think the reason why I've never like made an alert like that where you can redeem for me to say something like that is, I don't know. I just I like doing it randomly. I don't like doing it just because someone asked me to. I feel like I've got way too much brat energy to be doing something just because someone asked me to do it. I mean, my mother told me, and I quote, "You stopped needing love and affection at the age of 5. I'm so sorry that you had a mother like that." You know what's interesting about parents like that will act like they didn't need to give like any affection to their kids after a certain age. Those are the same type of parents when they are much older. They're always wondering why their kids don't talk to them and why their kids don't give them any attention or love or anything like that. And they're all like, well, they're just disrespectful and they don't appreciate what I did for them and stuff like that. But they never like actually show you affection past a certain age. So it's like, it's so hypocritical of the older generations to do that. And it really hurts me to hear that from someone who has, like, I have 2 kids. My kids, like, my eldest is almost 18 and my youngest is gonna be turning 12 this year, and I still try to give them as much affection as they deem. I don't like go too overboard anymore because they're not young kids anymore. They don't really want that much affection, but I still praise them for everything. Every time my youngest brings me something, they really like art, like a lot. They like arts and crafts. They'll bring me like little things that they make and they'll show it to me, and I will always praise them for it because that is the right thing to do. And I wish I grew up like that because it sucks that when I was growing up, I pretty much the only thing that I could do was just suffer and survive, and I would be lucky, pretty much be lucky if I just didn't piss off the person who was abusing the fuck out of me when I was a kid. I just had to shrink and be quiet and not make any loud noises and just act like I didn't exist, because if I didn't do that, then it would end up me getting some kind of abuse. And it's so like fucking frustrating to hear that other people have to deal with that, like whether it's emotional, physical, or psychological. It sucks that these problems are still happening in the real world, and I I hate that so much. I'm glad that my kids are not dealing with that, because I've gone through so much abuse in my life that I don't even want to hear about it. I don't want to hear it happening anymore. But the problem is that cycle's never going to stop, because pretty much that cycle will continue, and it's just so frustrating. And people wonder, it's like, why is the crime rate so high? Why are people like stealing things and doing crime and stuff? And it's like, I just see the prices of things go up every year, and the crime rate goes up with it. And they're always like, well, you know, if we put this more surveillance in, we like have these cameras as a deterrent, obviously it won't steal anymore. And it's like, why don't you solve the initial problem? Is you just make things cheaper and make things more affordable, and stop these abusive people from continuing this cycle and making new like damaged individuals. And it's fucking so frustrating. Sorry, where were we? We did the vagina dragon boss. We did the spider bitch. I can fix her. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought up my problems. No, it's fine. It's just frustrating to hear about, because I hear that so much, and it's like, you always know where it comes from, and like how that problem even begins. And it always begins when people are younger and having to deal with just not being appreciated. And I have the same problems. Like, I have like such bad self-esteem issues, and I would love to get over them, but And honestly, it's just something that I'm just gonna need therapy for one day. I just, I don't, I don't know. I don't feel like I need therapy right now, but in the future I definitely will. So you don't have to apologize for saying that. I'm the one who started talking about it. I think my perception has changed a lot since I am a parent, is the fact that I know how kids are, and like it's so easy. It's not hard for someone to love you. Yeah, I'm well aware of that particular issue, like big time, about the fact that people treat their kids as like proper, like future property. They're gonna like people just have kids just so they can basically make a future for someone to take care of them in the future. That's all. Like that's the only purpose they have kids. I just don't have time for it. That's the main thing. I don't have time for therapy. I already have like so much going on in my life. I have to, I mean, we both work full-time jobs, and I try to basically stay pretty active as a almost full-time streamer. So it's kind of hard to like fit something like therapy in between all that. Kind of went on a little monologue there for a second. We are all depressed. Might also explain my bad mental health. Oh yeah, almost every aspect of someone's bad mental health can be explained by a bad childhood. But you know what you can't explain by a bad childhood? Being trans has nothing to do with the way you're raised. People still try to push that though. My mental health is probably fine. I mean, copium. I think there's some level of like either seeking comfort or just in general some reason why a lot of people choose to like spend all their time online on social media, whether it's like in a stream or just like enveloping themselves in content and stuff, and it's definitely a comfort thing.
She's glowing, her hair stays flowing, and she drops hot takes like she just don't care. Your precious lady is about to arrive. Wouldn't advise getting on her bad side. Don't know if she has talent, but she just might. Everybody questioning who the best druid around is. Like who is? It's the pretty pink icon. Whooith.